Okey-doke. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to tie a drop shot knot. Can I have a show of hands on who's all been fishing before or knows how to tie a fisherman's knot? Okay. Seems like most of you have been fishing. It's Kansas, so it's pretty typical. I'm going to first start with the initial drop shot hook, then how to correctly space it, and then how to finally tie the drop shot weight at the end. First, I'll start with the drop shot hook. It's typically a 1/0 or a 2/0 hook. For normal baits like Texas rig or regular bass fishing that I do, I typically use a 4 or 5/0 hook. It's a little bit bigger, and when you're using this presentation, the fish are a little bit more finicky and more like not wanting to bite. It all depends on the conditions. So what you do is you want to feed it through the eye of the hook. You want to leave yourself enough room to space it correctly between the hook and the weight, and you're just going to tie a basic fisherman's knot, and you're going to twist it. They say to twist it 6 to 8 times. I like to do it 7 times just because it's in between. And then you're going to take this end of the line, edge of the line, and put it through the loop you created. And when you put it through there, you're going to, this is the other loop that you make when you put it through there. You want to put it back through there. Otherwise, you won't have a strong enough knot and your line will break. And right before you cinch it down, you want to wet it so it's nice and tight and it makes long enough line for you to tie your weight on. The spacing, okay, I told you how to tie the actual hook itself. The spacing part in between the hook and the weight can really vary. I typically use 14 to 18 inches in between my hook and my weight, just because if I have it too close, then I don't want the fish to see the weight itself and the hook and then get shy and not want to bite. And it just really varies depending on your situation and where you're fishing at and what kind of conditions you're fishing with. So I just told you about how to space it correctly, and now I'll move on to the initial drop shot weight itself. It's not like a slip sinker. Slip sinker, you just slide on the weight. The slip sinker, you just want to put the line through it. This one, you actually have to tie another fisherman's knot. And it's basically the same thing as the knot you tied up here. You just want to take it down here, feed it through the eye of the weight, and then you tie a fisherman's knot, which I can do, twist it 7 times. And then you feed it through the eye itself. And then back through the loop you made. You wet it and cinch it down. Or not. And when I'm choosing my weight, I usually, when there's like very light to moderate wind, I like the 3/16 ounce weight because it holds the bait down in the water. But when it's really windy, I like to bump up to a 5/16 ounce weight, and it just holds the bait there in place a little bit better. And that's how you tie the weight part to it. And you can see I left enough space in between the hook and the sinker itself so that the fish supposed to sit like this, but my hook's not wanting to work right now. It's supposed to sit like that, and it's supposed to it's supposed to be suspended off the bottom, depending on where the fish are. So I just told you how to tie the sinker, and I told you how to tie the hook, space it correctly, the sinker, and next time, hopefully, you're bored or you're at your house and not knowing how to do anything, hopefully at least you can walk away with knowing how to tie a fisherman's knot. And next time you're bored, I just hope you can go outside and learn to fish, and it's a good stress reliever. Thanks for listening.